Virtual cabin.
What? Don't spoil it, goddammit. No.
Spoil what?
No.
What?
You're gonna walk around, you're gonna go, oh, look, that's Jason's, so.
At least I
God
know my
damn it.
movie references, you mule.
That's not my fault. My internet sucks.
The
And
trash.
Take me 20 minutes to download this garbage.
Trash.
I don't have anything else to do
That's your
except sit here and
mule.
wait for this
What
to
the
download.
fuck is this?
Lucky.
What kind of... Okay. The fuck are we? This is
Star
cool.
Wars.
Well. The fuck? Well, that's cool.
I just want to kill people. In Friday the 13th. I don't mind. I'll just play as Jason.
Double vision. Huh. So we're inside. The fuck are we at? Oh, this is cool as hell. Okay. I'll read it later. Okay, cabins. Roy's Revenge. The Return of Reckless Reggie. Playing one of the few characters to survive a Friday film, Shava Ross played the heroic tractor-driving youth Reggie in Friday the 13th Part 5. Ross was offered a part in the following movie, but turned it down when he learned of the filmmaker's intention to kill the character off. Huh. That's interesting.
Listen, it's just not showing me any profile names or profile pictures. So I don't know who is who anymore.
I don't know who you.
Get out!
Unknown vessel.
Get out of here! Get out of here! Okay, I'll leave. Just
Get out!
You did?
I kicked him out.
Game development
I'm a bad person.
can be a consuming and somewhat unique enterprise. Wait. 3Phonic? I don't know. ILL Phonic founder Chuck Burngard described what it's like to be developing a slasher game in a conventional work environment. The funny thing is that we're in a high-rise building. We're riding the elevator with people who have no idea what we're talking about. Yeah, the pitchfork needs to go a little bit farther for the eyeball to come out and hang, and the blood to, and we turn around and there's our people huddled in the corner. Huh. I'll read about the characters later. I just want to see what the fuck. Oh, this is pretty cool. Let's see anything. So this is a big house. This is nothing really much of a house. Okay. Coming soon. Okay, what's in here? Pillow talk. In part 2, there was such discussion about how the killer should be clad. Ultimately, it was the costume designer who brought up the burlap pillowcase. The headpiece was chosen because it was an item that would have been readily available to the killer. Though it was never well liked by the production crew, it did serve a bridge to the hockey mask. Horses. One differentiating element of Part 6 is that it is the only movie in the series to feature children in the camp. The decision was a purposeful choice on the part of director Tom McLoughlin to raise the stakes and set the audience at edge. Cobra, you still here? Oh, he's dead. Alright. No exit. In one scene in part 6, a group of campers are shown to be sleeping in a cabin. The camera pans over a little girl who has fallen asleep reading John Paul Sartre's novel No Escape. The novel is about three people spending eternity together in a small room and ends with the revelation, hell is other people. Quite an odd book for a child to be reading. Can we crouch? Maybe look around, see. John Shepard played the shell-shocked Tommy Jarvis in the fifth film, A New Beginning. Tommy, psychologically damaged by the run-in with Jason in the final chapter, is sent to a treatment facility called Pinehurst Halfway Home. Shepard took the role seriously, spending a few months volunteering at a state mental hospital to prepare. Jeez. What's in here? What the fuck? Okay. Veteran Jason actor Kane Hodder plays 3 roles in Jason Goes to Hell. Not only does he play the titular killer character, Hodder also plays a security guard who mocks Jason and the gloved hand who grabs the hockey mask in the final shot of the movie. Well, that's interesting. What else? Can we close this? Okay. So, anything else? No? Okay. That's the boat from part 1. Jump scare. This iconic stinger in part 1 where Boy Jason springs from the lake helped spawn a franchise according to special effects legend Tom Savini. The origin of the scene started as a conversation he had with director Sean Cunningham. Savini had just seen Carrie and had been impressed with the stinger at the end. He suggested that once the killer had died and the audience was relaxed, Boy Jason should jump out of the lake and attack Alice. Cunningham agreed, and a legend was born. Oh shit, that must be part... Oh damn. Hold up. Firecrackers. Found the player feedback from the beta build to be available toward balancing the game. According to developer Ronnie Hobbs, one item that required adjustment was the firecrackers. If you played the beta, you'd know that firecrackers used to be the least useful item in the game. They were designed to be a deterrent to full Jason. You could throw something down, and if he was using sense, he would see route pings and you could run the other way. Firecrackers could stun him now. Pig Splitter. Like the movies that preceded it, Friday the 13th, the game has had its own problems with censors. Germany's rating board, the USK, found the game so violent that they rejected the game at launch. Damn, this must be the weapons. After menacing the crew of the Grendel, Jason is shot to death by the android KM-14. With half a body and half a head, Jason falls into a med bay that super heals the killer. With future technology, Jason is reborn as Uber Jason, same bloodthirst but deadlier, nearly indestructible. And with limited movement for actor Kane Hodder, the full bodysuit looked sharp but had a limited range on motion on account of all the metallic pieces. Huh, that is really interesting. But the thing is though, he never used this weapon in part 4. He used some type of weapon, honestly. I think it might have been the machete, or it might have been fuck. Damn, this nigga got a beard now. Damn. Med spray. What the fuck? Med spray. After the heroine of the first movie was played by Adrienne King, her appearance in part 2 was cut short when Jason shoves an ice pick through her temple. The collapsible ice pick prop was not checked properly and Take One did not retract. Thankfully, King wasn't injured and didn't need any med spray. So nothing for... Oh, here we go. Among the most interesting deaths in Part 5 was the road flare death. In the scene, two greasers, Vinny and Pete, are stranded along the road in the woods, a common enough occurrence in the world of Friday the 13th. Jason ambushes the two and shoves a road flare in Vinny's mouth. For the special effects shot, they made a latex version of Vinny's head and jammed the road flare in the mouth, making a horrific red glow. What's that? Was that a fucking... Oh, rotate. Oh, what the fuck? Psh. Okay. During the sequence when Jason chases Rennie and Sean in the subway car, two spray-painted slogans are clearly visible. Jason lives and Quentin lives. The first is the tagline of the sixth installment, and the second is a shout-out to the hand that director Rob Hidden was in as a youth. The fuck are these now? In the climatic fight of Part 6, Jason pulls Tommy down to the bottom of Crystal Lake. Underwater, there is a metal sign for Camp Crystal Lake with wood blood spray painted over Crystal Lake. It is an homage to the title of the original Friday the 13th screenplay, A Long Night at Camp Blood. Damn. Spear. Many kills in this game take their inspiration origin from the movies. The kill where Jason spears a counselor in the face, for example, it is a reference of the VW bug scene with Nancy McLellan in Part 6. Ooh, more. Damn, look at all these weapons, bruh. Holy shit. Kane Hodder did the motion capture for Jason's kills. He is known for the intensity and dedication to this craft. For some of the weapon kills, the mocap team created a dummy for Hodder to physically hit with rubber bats. According to developer Ronnie Hobbs, a problem quickly arose. That dummy didn't last a week. Every morning the prop people would be duct taping it back together because Kane would just beat the shit out of it. Damn. So there's nothing really to spoil, Cobra. It's just like they're just talking about like what happened so and so and behind the scenes or whatever. Unless you want to call that spoilers, honestly. Let's see. So we can't look at the frying pan. Metal pipe. Tom Savini, whose guidance helped shape the kills in 2 movies as well as Friday the 13th, the game, always anchored its special effects in the real world. It can't be preposterous, said Savini in an interview, because you won't believe it. And while the realness of practical effects come at a cost of time, resources, and ingenuity, for Savini, it was always worth it. Did I scare you? That's what I do. Pot knife. Throughout his career, Tom Savini has been called many things. Perhaps most adoringly, the Sultan of Splatter. Dev Ronnie Hobbs gave the narrational for the adulation this way. People always say, there's a million ways you can slice a throat, but only one right way, and that's a Savini's way. Whoa. Damn. Let's see.
Possible spoiler on return for tonight's
No.
WWE.
Don't say
I'm gonna
anything.
spoil it. I'm gonna spoil it. I just read who it was. My God, how amazing! I can't wait for the return of blank. How amazing. Two minutes left.
2 minutes left.
They're gonna put Goldberg in the Hall of Fame.
Bear trap. I hate them fuckers. Trap. That's a new trap. The novel Friday the 13th, Hate, Kill, Repeat, sets the stage for the FBI sting that occurs at the beginning of part 9. In the epilogue of the novel, the FBI have discovered that Jason does in fact exist and goes about setting a trap to send him straight to hell. That's a weird looking fucking trap, honestly. Radio to call Tommy Jarvis. Throughout the series, Harry McGonagall's iconic Ki Ma 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 has been used to underscore Jason's presence. In part 5, this ionic monkier is subverted. Tommy Jarvis, driven mad by hallucinations of Jason, rises from his hospital bed as the VO whispers, ki ta ta ta, as he opens the drawer to see the hockey mask waiting for him. Ki is for kill, and ta for Tommy. Well, we knew that. Well, I mean, honestly, we knew that. Oh,
well, I didn't know that.
You watched Part 5 with me.
Well, I forgot about. Oh shit! I still gotta finish watching Friday the 13th movies.
The role of Tommy Jarvis's desk. The role of Tommy Jarvis is one of the few reoccurring protagonists in the series, showing up in 3 movies. Albeit played by 3 different actors. Young Tommy's interest in masks serves as a homage to Tom Savini. Ooh.
Oh.
Let's see. Summer Camp. Oh, yeah, they were supposed to be called Summer Camp before it was Friday the 13th. Even before they had the license, the developers and Gun Media intended to write a love letter to the Friday series and knew they needed the legends to do it. Speaking of their early days, co-creator Ronnie Hobbs didn't mince words. Our goal all along for Slasher Volume 1 Summer Camp was to get Tom Savini, Kane Hodder, and Henry Manfredini. We knew that we needed these guys aboard. We couldn't do it without ourselves. So one thing interesting that I read while I was in the room, Tom Savini, there was a part where it said something about Tom Savini spent months for the part 5. The actor for Tom Savini who played in part 5, he spent months in a mental hospital just to play the role.
That's weird.
That's wow.
What is this guy doing on the couch?
Let's see.
Eric J.R. LaChapa?
The hand-operated weapons. Preferring manual weapons like axes, Jason has never used a chainsaw in dispatching of his victims. A chainsaw was, however, used on Roy at the end of Part 5 in the climactic barn scene. Pam, played by Melanie Kinnaman, fights off her attacker with a chainsaw, slicing his shoulder to the bone. Ooh.
Did you know that Eric was a Kickstarter supporter?
Really?
Like, Eric's a real person.
No way.
He paid the most money for the Kickstarter, so they included him as a character in the game.
That's awesome.
I wish I could be a character in the game. That's
To promote
awesome.
Jason Takes Manhattan, an axe-wielding Kane Hodder appeared on the Arsenio Hall show in full Jason regalia. Hodder didn't speak or break character throughout the entire interview. Credit to Arsenio for pulling it all off. Damn. What's this? Oh, I'll check it later. Axe. Special effects artist Savini came to the attention of the Friday the 13th filmmakers from his work on the movie Dawn of the Dead. Of particular note was this visceral nature of the special effects and kills. It was a realism that was hard-won. Savini had been a combat photographer in Vietnam, and the special effects he created didn't give the same feeling as what he remembered. For more, they weren't good enough. Alright. Jason Takes Manhattan is the only Friday the 13th movie in which a character is not killed by a machete. Damn.
The
Machete.
fuck?
What?
You can change the... Have you seen the computer in this?
Yeah.
What is with this? You can change the date.
Oh.
Why can you change the date? What does that do?
In part 9, Jason Goes to Hell, it is Jason's right eye that shows machete damage as opposed to the left eye that is damaged at the end of part 4. iPhonic and Gun Media corrected this for the part 9 Jason in the game. The developers took a poll to see if the mistake should be re-rectioned or let be. The verdict was that it should be fixed. Many a gun, including Rob Hobbs, were still conflicted. There were some people that wanted it not to be fixed, but if we didn't, we couldn't live with ourselves. Oh, so did we read that yet? To promote oh, okay, yeah. Let's see. Oh, we could just interact with the birds. The jungle gym in the front of the Voorhees residence that Jason, the protagonist Stephen Freeman, fight on is the same jungle gym Alfred Hitchcock used in 1963 for the birds. Whoa. Duck. Jason's relationship with animals is undefined. In part 2, Jeff and Sandra discovered a dead dog. It is suspected that it is the work of the killer, although it never is confirmed. In part 7, part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, the director instructed Kane Hodder, who played Jason, to kick a dog. However, Hodder, to refuse saying it wasn't in Jason's character. Huh, interesting. What else? Okay, sleeping bag. Part 7 is perhaps the most censored Friday movie of all time. One particular kill that the MPAA sent back for several revisions was the infamous sleeping bag kill. In the movie, Jason, played by Kane Hodder, had to pick up a sleeping bag stuffed with a heavy dummy and 20 additional gallons of blood and slam it against a tree. Hodder struggled to make the stunt believable and was relieved when the ratings board limited the scene to one good tree smack. Damn. Slammable. Ooh. Anything here? Alright. Pickaxe. Filming Friday the 13th can be a risky affair. During the final sequence of part 2, Ginny, played by Amy Steele, is defending herself from the pickaxe-wielding killer. In front of the early take Steele, armed with a machete, sliced stuntman Steve Dasquez fingers, sending him to the emergency room. Once he returned, Dasquez filmed the remaining takes with a prosthetic covering on his hand. Damn. Spear. Filming a Friday the 13th movie has always carried a certain amount of risk. Director Tom McLoughlin found this out the hard way when he cast his wife Nancy in part 6. Nancy played the role of Elizabeth, who Jason spears through the windshield of a Volkswagen Beetle. When it came time to film the shot, Nancy sat in the car as Jason rammed the spear through the vehicle. The windshield gave way but changed the trajectory of the spear. nearly impaling Nancy. Ooh, wow. We just pick it up and do that. Okay. Wrench. Jason turned many employments into tools for murder. However, some of the most censored kills have been from unarmed combat. In Part 6, Sheriff Garris is bent backwards and broken in half. It was a bloodless kill, but nevertheless was the one that the ratings board had the most trouble with, finding it too intense.
I'm at the
Jeez,
same
dude.
area you are now,
Ugh.
with all the weapons.
When it came to creating the kills for Friday the 13th, the game, Gun Media, knew they needed expertise, and who better than the man who helped create the slasher genre. So they brought on legendary practical FX guru Tom Savini. That's what I did in the Friday movies, said Savini. Creatively kills teenagers in the woods with household implements. It's a living. Somebody has to do it. Jeez. This is some really interesting things about the movie. No two Friday the 13th have filmed Crystal Lake at the same lake. Like in a row? Is that what they meant? Can we view the shotgun? I mean, it's a big part in the game, so it plays a part. Okay, pocket knife. The MPAA ratings board, motion picture, and the Friday the 13th franchise has long had a cat and mouse relationship. Director John Carl Boucher has publicly vented his frustration with the amount of footage that had to be cut to attain an R rating. For Buechler, the gore had a purpose, comparing the removal of it to be like telling a joke without a punchline. Damn. There's nothing else here. Let's go to the, oh no. Go to the bed. Go to bed! Like other movies in the series, Part 2 had a difficult time receiving an R rating from the Motion Picture Association of America. An X rated was only avoided once 48 seconds had been trimmed. One scene that raised the ire of censors particularly was the murder scene of Jeff and Sandra impaled by a spear while having sex in a bed. Friday the 13th Part 2. Jason the Dead 2-for-1 burger sale Part 9. Let's see, Parts 5. This was, we can read all about it. In the original movie, the role of Brenda was played by Laurie Bartham. The audience is introduced to her character as she is moving a large archery target to the range. As she places the target on an easel, a foreshadowing arrow shot by the prankster Bill whizzes by her. Late in the movie, Bill is found dead, riddled with arrows. Shortly after, Brenda is thrown through a window. As it happened, it was not Laurie Barnum who did the stunt, but composed Harry Manfredini, who played the flying teen. Let's say Part 3? No, that's not Part 3. Never mind. Pitchfork. Besides Bill's impalement in the original Friday, there have been several characters that Jason was fixed to walls or doors or even rafters. The biker gang character of Fox, played by Gloria Charles, was impaled in the neck with a pitchfork and left to hang from the second story of a barn. The pitchfork was real, but made so that the two prongs in the middle were collapsible. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine, like, a horror movie that actually using real weapons and you have to make sure you don't get fucking impaled them and, like, jeez. Coming soon. We've been in here, right? Yeah. What's this? Nothing? Okay.
I want to see what the deal is with a computer.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out real quick.
It says there's a password that you can put in.
Stately, Prince Manor, Flat, Pillow's cabin, Rod Fielder's cabin, Solid Will, Toad Stains. Wow.
This will reset virtual cabin progress. What the fuck does that even mean?
Alright, I'm gonna read the characters right now. What's this? Cup. A mug. The release of Friday the 13th, the game, was stated for early 2017, a time frame that managed both to be wide for some fans, vague. The ambiguity caused quite a bit of energy to be directed at gun media, and in particular at the community manager Ben Strauss. It actually become a meme with our community, said Strauss. Someone sent me a mug that said early 2017 on it in Friday the 13th font. We don't see it. Wow, that's cool. Let's say Birdcage Cabin. Canine, Moose Lodge, Grub, Cabin, Utopia, Thread, Perry Pavilion. TV? VHS? No. No. Jason's not. In the PC version of the virtual cabin before the game came out, it was just a usual cabin. I think it was like Jason's house or whatever. And Jason would be, you know, outside your house. Like it could be like any Jason. I think it was like part 3 and part 7 Jason. Making the sound effects. It was pretty cool.
Didn't they have like a room full of Jasons or something?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is that at?
I don't think this is the house. That was in a different cabin. Bugsy Wilson.
Can we go to another cabin?
No, we can't go anywhere. This is the only one we can go to stay in. Since the inception of the project, the developers knew that the Friday the 13th experience had to be multiplayer to capture the magic of the movies. The multiplayer experience is what got us the license, said code creator Ronnie Harbs. Sean S. Cunningham saw our game, saw that it was multiplayer, and could essentially play out like a film. They had been wanting to make a Friday the 13th game for a long time too, but all they were ever pitched was single-player games. Wow. So what do these two have to do with the... I don't understand. Alright, so what is this computer? Oh wow, what the... Change date...
You can change...
Oh, wow.
I know, you can change the date. Like, what does that mean?
What is this? Oh, these are... The fuck are them? Brandon A. Williams, Chris Boinfield, Anthony Corona, Vincetti... Oh, you can read these guys. Holy... Okay. Shit. Alright. Read them off.
I think those are Kickstarter supporters.
Message.
Names.
I'm so happy you're my best friend. I love Lisa so much. What?
The fuck? Wait, that's a Room reference.
Damn. To what?
That's a reference to that movie, The Room. You know, the disaster artist.
Oh, yeah.
That's a line from The Room. That's what
Message.
That is.
Welcome. Message. Welcome everyone to Camp Crystal Lake. Have the time of your life. Or not. What? The city. Message. Hey bros and ladies, Counselor Vin here, checking for another great summer on the CCL. Looking forward to some more crazy nights of this year. If anyone is looking for a green hookup, just find me on the Archer Range. Party hard. Wow. You ever wonder why we're here, Griff? It's one of those life's greatest mysteries, isn't it? Why are we where Jason lives? I don't know, Nate. Chuck, I don't know. Watch out for the other counselor, Justin. He has a way with the ladies. Welcome. On behalf of all the counselors here at camp, please enjoy your stay and be safe. That's a load of crap. E.G. Cooper. I know when to go out. Know when to stay in. Get things done. H2O Delirious. Welcome to the Delirious Army. Fucking blow me. William Beach. Hello. Hope you have a joyful time here at Camp Crystal Lake. Don't stay in the water long. Damn enchiladas. Okay. How much other? Let's see. So, Dawson. Who's this? Hello, everyone. Have at camp. You'll have fun in the vast outdoors and meet many interesting people like yourself. People who you'll never forget. So these are supposed to be like where they talk about certain, like, I don't know. I'm so excited to be spending my first summer here at Camp Crystal Lake. I want to thank Taylor and Nathan for encouraging me to follow my dreams. Yeah, those nightmares are going to be filling up with dreams anyway. Watch. Greetings to all the campers and Jasonites from Germany. We did it. Watch your step, Big J is watching his woods, and listen always to your mother. Okay then. Is that the fucking... Okay. Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake. My name is Chasen R. Chandler, but you can call me Chase. Hope you have a radical summer here. Good lord. I hope whenever this is read, Disco has died a slow, painful death. Unlike me, this Disco squad here is killing me. Okay. Anthony thing. Live life with 0 hoods. Okay. Hi, I'm Bud, but you'll come to know me as Hugh G. Recton. So, good to know. How many fucking people are here? Damn, that's a long list of people. I'm not going through all that. Damn. So, jeez. That's a lot of people. Oh. Hey, what? Warning, this will reset virtual progress to the selected state. Reset virtual academy.
Y'all playing the single play?
Yeah. Checking it. I'm on the virtual cabin right now. Set date.
They said there was supposed to be a new skin for this, and you know that? I haven't seen none.
I didn't hear about that.
There was supposed to be a new skin for this.
Let's see. December. I'm changing the date to today's date. I'm glad you're listening to Judas. Let's see. Let's see.
Judas. Motherfucker.
What the fuck? Okay, we can only go up to 1900 to 1999.
Listen, they added a new counselor.
Check for updates. Okay.
Wow,
there's no password.
More ridiculous than they have before. Anyway, where's the new counselor?
That's literally a lot of people on this list.
No.
I'm not going through all that, so let's move on.
I found Sheldon Finkelstein.
Let's see.
Oh, this is fun.
So have you seen Sheldon Finkelstein?
No. Novels. Friday the 13th is more than a movie franchise. There's also a television series, a comic book miniseries, and 4 novels to date. Alright.
I think that's kind of obvious, don't you think?
Yeah. Piano. Can I play the piano? No. The music of the films. Composer Harry Manfredini had scored 9 Friday films, but it was the first scored for the original movie that set the tone for the rest of the series. In an interview, Manfredini described how that score took on a life of its own. The music became a character in that film. It was really minimal. There were really only 2 chords in the score. There was a sameness to that score. There was never any melody. Huh. Oh, we can go downstairs. Nothing in here. The fuck? Whoa! Hello!
What happened?
I see... I just peeped through the hole and I see Tiffany and Kenny just on the... one of them beds where they swing on. What do you call them? They hang them outside.
Rope bed?
Yeah, rope bed, like they just swing apart.
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna finish it like on the weekend, I guess. So.
The Spring Break by James. The Spring Break 1984 clothing pack DLC introduced Skippy swimsuits and a new challenge for the art team of Ilphonic. In an interview, art director Cole Gray stated, "We hadn't built the system originally for the customization of swimsuits. We had to overhaul how the characters function fundamentally. It has to do with a much larger scope of work that involves a gore system. So now we have a bunch of new clothes that work with the way our characters pop. Our characters are essentially crash test dummies. They have to break apart at certain locations. It was a bit of a challenge. Wow. Okay. Let's see.
What?
What the fuck?
The AI called the police on me. Are you kidding me?
Already?
You sons of dude, I got it on easy and they called the police on me.
The character of Jenny Myers, known as the girl next door, is voiced by the talented Christina Klebe. Unlike her character, Christina is a bit of a traveler, born in New York. Klebe spent her formative years in Germany, France, and Italy. Interesting. Oh, what's this? Bandana.
I might play this game more.
Red
just
bandana.
for the AI part.
And Friday Lord, Steve Christie is the entrepreneurial son of David and Louise Christie, who owned Camp Crystal Lake at the time of Jason's drowning. Steve takes it upon himself to renovate the camp and reopen it. By fixing the camp, he draws the murderous ire of the killer, still reeling from Jason's death. Who knows, if it had been for Steve, perhaps Camp Blood who have remained dormant, and the world would have been robbed of one of its great fictional villains.
Dude, the AI is pretty smart in this.
Oh.
I think the AI is smarter than the people in real life.
That's a lot of facts right there. Shaving cream. Nudity is one of the hallmarks of a Friday film. Principally female nudity. In the 9th installment, The Final Friday, Adam Marcus subverted the expectation by including male nudity in roughly equal measure, including a scene which has been described as by many as the homoerotic shaving scene.
I don't remember that at all.
I don't either. A dude shaving his pubes?
Wait, what scene? Wait, what movie was that? That happened in?
Part 9.
So
we got a kitchen.
I don't think I ever watched part 9.
What's in here? Oh damn, there's a lot to view. Holy shit. Let's see. I guess there's not that many. Anything food? Nope. Refrigerator, dishes. Damn, them dishes need to be washed. What's this? Development story. Newspaper. The mythos of Jason lies somewhere between the natural and the supernatural. He is a man who can be cut and killed, but is also a boy who survived drowning, and one telling his immortal dark heart switches hosts, and another he is a woundable adversary, like a good campfire story. The definite truth is always just out of reach. Nuked ideas. In a roundabout about the Friday the 13th series, special effects master Tom Savini described his initial idea for Jason's death in part 4. I thought that young Tommy, who was an effects kid and inventor, would take a microwave oven apart and put a reflector on the shooter with a variable setting of 1 to 10. On one, it would melt the toy soldier. My idea was to stick that in Jason's head and cook his head from within and make it explode. So I had to sell that to the money guys. I called him, and what he said was no. The Friday the 13th formula is killing naked teenagers in the woods with household implements. I'm thinking this is a household implement. Huh. That's interesting. So where did you come from? What? Excuse me. What where did this girl come from? I did not see her in the kitchen. All right, let's see you. Deborah Kim. Friday the 13th features a wide range of voiceover talent. The counselor, Deborah Kim, is voiced by veteran Christina V., who has helped voice many popular animated and film projects. Oh, interesting girl. What's that? I see something. I see trash. No, nothing. Totem. Is that chicken? Oh, that's a frog. Alright, let's go in here and see what's up.
Tommy, come here, Tommy. Yes, let me kill you.
Wait.
What was the
Dumb
creepiest
shit.
part about working on the game? Oh, for sure, the phone calls. Okay, sorry. That was great. Can you start over, but this time incorporate the question into your answer?
My bad, yeah. So the creepiest part about working on this game was I get these weird phone calls to my personal phone. We worked on the game for almost, I think it was about 3 years. And every single Friday the 13th, we would get these calls from someone. At first, I thought it was
This is embarrassing.
someone at the studio, Paul or Dan or something.
The
but it had
AI
to
is
be
about
like
to
an
get
F13
away.
fanboy or something. They would use this voice distortion and claim to be
No.
Pamela warning us to honor the memory of her son.
Dude, how the fuck
Sometimes
do I
they
get
would
out of
just
the
laugh at phone
water?
and hang up, but most of the times they would just, complain about the game taking so long.
That doesn't sound that creepy.
It wasn't until one time I called the number back and heard this.
You son of a bitch, don't do it.
So they were developing the game for 3 years, and once they heard that, they were like, "Yep, we gotta make it."
They heard what?
They heard the.
Oh shit.
They heard the. Shit. Automobiles of the films. From the CJ7s in the original movie to Megan's Hot Rod in Part 7, there have been many memorable in automobiles in the films. In Part 5, Part 6, I mean. Part 5, Ethel's Wild Son Jr. crazily rides a motorcycle before being decapitated with a meat cleaver. Without much of a budget, the director had the actor playing Jr., Ron Sloan, do the stunt himself. It required Sloan to ride a motorcycle recklessly through the forest with a $50,000 camera mounted to the headlamps. Wow. So that was...
Fucking bitch.
Damn. So that was a GoPro before a GoPro was a GoPro in the year. They invented GoPros.
Oh my god.
Is there anything else? Oh, we can't go outside. So we won't cover anything else until we move on, till there's more into the virtual cabin. So when they update the game more, I guess we'll get to see more stuff, I guess. Wait, what's that? Oh, pan. It'll let me view that. Come on, I know there's a... I see that. I see it. Hello. Or maybe that's just a glare.
Come here, Tommy.
Yeah, it's just a glare. Okay. Bottle. After hooking up with Tina, Crispin Glover's character Jimmy goes downstairs for a celebratory bottle of wine. Not having the means to open the bottle, he calls out for a corkscrew. Jason obliges by slamming into his hand before hacking him in the face with a meat cleaver. You should be careful what you wish for in a Friday film. Ooh.
Oh.
Can't. Oh, we already looked at that. I thought we were gonna open the door, since these people don't. I don't think they care, honestly. Oh, let me read Eric, then it'll be over. Wait. Oh no. But let's read the double vision. Actress Camelia Moore auditioned for the role of Samantha, where the filmmakers discovered that she had a twin sister, Carrie. They offered them both the foxy role of Tina and Terry. This was not the first time Camelia and Carrie has acted together. The both have already started double mint gum commercials. Wow. So let's read Eric. A part of the Kickstarter campaign, certain high-tier backers could get their likeness included in the game. One such generous backer was Eric J.R. Teklachapa. Chapa's best two stats were repair and stealth. Even though he's slow as fuck. Oh my gosh. The part of young Jason was played by Ari Laman. Originally, director Sean Cunningham wanted to cast his son, Noel. However, Noel's mother did not want her son to spend hours in his freezing New Jersey lake during fall. That's interesting. Hat. The song that plays during Crispin Glover's Into a Singing Dance is Lions, Love is a Lie. However, during filming, it was AC/DC's Back in Black that was played on set. In an interview, Glover recounts the scene. That was the dance I came up with for it. They did not use Back in Black in the soundtrack. It was certainly an unusual way to dance to that piece of music, but the motions of the dance fit properly to that song. It was correctly synced. What's this? Fashion magazine. The role of Jason was played by 3 different people in part 2. The unmasked and hairy version of Jason was played by Warrington Gillette. Steve Deskowitz did Jason's stunts for the majority of the movie. However, the very first appearance was Jason was played by Costume Desire, Ellen Lerner, in a shot of Jason's feet walking towards Alice's apartment. Oh man. Calendar. August, Friday the 13th, summertime. Every Friday the 13th movie has been released on a Friday, but only 4 of 5 have been released on a Friday the 13th. That is really interesting. Alright, what's the... Oh, look at that Jason! Oh, he looks cute! Oh, shit! That Jason doll looks cute! After the success of the first movie, Frank Cuso Sr., the CEO of Paramount Pictures, wanted to make the franchise into a serial, with each movie having a different villain. It was Steve Miner, the director of the second and third film, who made Jason into the series' villain. Oh man, look at that Jason though, he's cute. The role of Ali, the tough leader of a biker gang, who was played by appropriately named actor Nick Savage. It's a rough movie for Ali. The bike is damaged, his girlfriend Shirley is impaled, it gets his arm chopped off before being but to death. In an alternate ending, he survives, but that footage, like Ali himself, was cut. Punny. Jessica. Director Adam Marcus wanted to turn the series back to themes of family. The character of Jessica Kimball is the daughter of Diana Kimball, who was the half-sister of Jason Voorhees. Who's Jessica Kimball? Half-sister of Jason Voorhees? What the fuck? Oh, is this more rooms or that's it?
I found the case. Oh my god.
Okay, let's look at this. Diorama of display. Oh, this is part 9. Oh, all of this must be, yeah. All of this. No, not that part. Yeah, this whole this whole playset references part 9. That's cool. We got the nerd. We got Jason, the nerd, and the relative of Jason. Yeah, New Line Cinema just made everything make no sense, honestly. If you look at it. Alright. Can't open that. So, it looks like we viewed everything, basically.
Yay, it's time to play Friday the 13th. Come on, let's play it. Come on, let's play this amazing game. It's so fun.
Alright.
Do you like playing as Jason? Or no, you get mad when you play
I
as
hate
Jason.
playing as Jason multiplayer. I hate it.
Well, I mean, you should try playing it offline because it's actually really fun.
Ooh.
I just did it. Like, I actually had fun playing it. You get XP for it too.
Ooh. Alright.
So I'm glad they put that in there because I like playing as Jason better than stupid counselors. Just go ahead and kill me, Jason. I don't even fucking want to play. I just want to watch you play as Jason.